4:30. Now, this is the game. God bless the dead. Griffin would have loved to give his take on this game because he's a diehard Niners fan. And the last time they played, he didn't come on the show in the postseason because, Brock Purdy's arm got taken off and he didn't want to talk about it, which is fine. I get it. He's not here again. For unknown reasons, I'm believing the best. Some might say, not me per se, some would conclude that might be a little fear-driven, not showing up the week before. And I would have preferred a different outcome. He's not here to speak on this game. What's your take on Niners-Eagles? 12-5 at Philadelphia, 11-6.
You see, both teams, I think, are really good teams. They're really good coach teams. Okay, that's very important in the NFL is your coaching. Really creative teams. This, to me, is the dead even matchup. And the only reason I say that is because, Brock Purdy is probably not doing the Brock Purdy show of a couple years past, but he's still an effective quarterback. Same thing being said with Jalen Hurts. Still an effective quarterback. Now, the running back situation, you do have an edge and with the 49ers and McCaffrey, because, just a couple 100 yards, couple 60, 70 yards, he got more. But you never know with Saquon Barkley. You never know when he's going to do a turnaround bunt jump and get 10 more yards, So I hate to do it because I hate both teams. Falcons fan here for life. My very first little insight here. My very first football game was the 49ers versus the Falcons. I think it was like 1998, 97, and they destroyed us. And I hate the 49ers. So I got to pick the Eagles. And that hurts me to say that. But the Eagles.
Earlier this year, for those of you who've been listening, I've been really down on the Birds, and for good reason. I mean, it's like having an expensive car and keeping it in the garage. And I feel like that's what this offense has done. And I'm not sure if it's because they don't trust Jalen Hurts to be Jalen Hurts, who is a 1-2 read, no, take off. Maybe throw on the run, always to the right, because that's all he does. And I'm seeing it now. And before, like MAGA, they're blind to everything because they only want to see what they want to see. I'm starting to see things.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
Don't be afraid to see what you see. And the eyes are open. The eyes are open. The question is, what I was kind of hinting at is like, if it's Eagles offense that's basically been saved and carried by the Eagles defense this whole year, with the exception of maybe a couple games where they popped off against terrible teams. But like, I'm hearing this notion out of Philly media that says, fear not, everybody. Do not be dismayed, for the real offense is going to show up when it matters.
See,
and I just don't believe that crap.
That's Philly media. Fake news.
Fake news.
Nothing to see here.
It really is, dude. I mean, like, you don't turn it on. You either got it or you don't. And good teams have had it for the last 8 games, Jacksonville. They don't wait to turn it. And there's no such thing as turning it on. We heard the same crapola in 2023. I heard the same line back then. And when we lost to the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, and I'm not saying that Hurts had a bad game. He fumbled in the first half, cost us 7 points. You be the judge. But all I'm saying is I'm not so sure that this is all bad coaching. I think it has a lot to do with a mix of that, but also limitations with Jalen Hurts, his deep ball, his ability to read a defense, his height, and this offensive line that's been pieced together throughout the whole year. Now we're starting to see maybe Lane Johnson comes back at right tackle. So we have that side of the line shored up. Still not 100%. What's going on with Juergens? Is he going to be okay? And so I'm not 100% sure what to believe in the long run. As far as this matchup goes, Philadelphia is going to run all over. If they choose to run the ball, I hope they do, not throw the ball 45 times. If they run the ball, the Eagles will win this game. Simple as that. It doesn't matter if the yards are 1 and 2 yards in the first and second quarter. You keep pounding these no-name linebackers in secondary, and they will fold like a cheap tent. I guarantee it. You're in Philadelphia. It's a terrible place to play. Nobody wants to play there. Kittle didn't want any of that smoke. Nobody wants it. Nobody wants to go there.
No.
I don't even want to go up there for the damn parade afterward because it's so
I
cold.
don't blame you. Don't blame you.
Then why do you think I live in Georgia?
It's the people.
Miserable place. I just love my teams and my family. God bless y'all. But you get the point. I'm going to say Philadelphia wins this game by a score of 22-11.
22-11?
22-11.
I could see it. I could see it. You did sound really fannerish there.
Very fannerish. Where all my fandoms at? They're trying to go somewhere.
Everybody in Philly right now pumping a fist and running up to that Rocky statue.
It works. I don't know why.
Speech. But yeah, you are absolutely right. Jalen Hurts, they should allow him to run more, but I think that he can't. I'll say that. You know how Penix is? How Penix is very reluctant because he doesn't want to get hurt again. That's kind of what I see in Jalen Hurts.
Now, do you think that's him wanting to get that game check and make sure he doesn't miss a game? Because, hey, man, that 30 mil is pretty sweet.
Oh, yeah.
I'll
be like Russell Wilson.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing. You get older, you get slower. But, the question is, I want to know your take is, do you think it's more of Kevin Patullo and Nick Sirianni saying, hey, we don't want you to run because we don't want you to take chances because we don't want you to get hurt? Or is it because we honestly don't trust you to do the right thing when it matters?
You see, that trust may come into issue. That may be what's actually happening, is that they don't trust him. He threw 6 interceptions this year, and when he run, hasn't he fumbled the ball some this year?
Yep. He sure has.
So that's one thing too. If you can't solidify and hold onto that ball when you run, then don't run. Michael Vick did it perfectly. That's why he continued to run and no one said anything about it. Just take off if you want to, because he didn't fumble the ball. If you cough up the ball, the coach is going to say something. They're going to point it out during game film. So that could be an issue. It could be a combination of both. I think it's a combination of both.
Would you want Jalen Hurts as the quarterback of the Falcons?
No. And I say that because we have Bijan Robinson and Algier. Okay, Algier may not be around for longer, but we do not need someone that's going to run. We don't need a running quarterback. We need a stationary quarterback. I mean, we have a wide receiver that's playing tight end, and our wide receiver 1 is an absolute monster that is underutilized because we do not have a quarterback. Now, yes, Jalen Hurts can throw the ball. He is a 1-2, like you said, read quarterback, but he can't read defenses. And I'm going to tell you right now, we don't want any turnovers here in Atlanta because I would blow. I'm sorry. Let me calm down.
Don't be sorry. Say it. Bring it.
Listen, you have no idea how upset this season made me. Okay. Okay. Calm. Woosah. I don't need my blood pressure to go up. Now, see, COA was about to come out because the Falcons have just literally done it. I had so much hope in Raheem and Terry Fontenot. I'm sorry. I know the Falcons aren't there. I'm so sorry, listeners and viewers. But I'm going to make this about the Falcons. I'm so sorry. I hate the Philadelphia Eagles. How do they win a Super Bowl before us? How? What players from Georgia? I'm sorry.
You know what the worst part of that is? We won the Super Bowl against the team that y'all blew a 25-point lead against the very next year.
Yep.
Isn't that insane to think about? I would hate me if I were you. Now I know why Falcons fans think we're so obnoxious. We are obnoxious. Eagles fans are the worst.
Yeah, you are.
But we have 2 rings now.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, now we're starting to collect the metal. We got the jewelry.
That's the same thing that the Saints fans do, okay? How they always throw that one stanky ring in our face. And I'm like, oh my God, but we beat you guys. We are 57-56. We are ahead of you guys in the head-to-head, column. So we are better than you. And they're like, no, we have a ring. And I said, well, Drew Brees sucks, and I hope he doesn't get in the Hall of Fame. And they hate it when I say that. They really do. Mm-hmm. They love Drew Brees. They want to build a statue to Drew Brees, and I want to vandalize it. I cannot stand the Saints. Oh my God, Stanky Town is the worst. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. See, you got my blood pressure up yet again talking about the Saints. You see, I haven't even talked about 28-3 yet. So we're not even there yet. Not even there to 28-3 yet. Oh, but it's coming. because that next game during this wild card, I promise you, I hope that team loses. And I don't even care about their really good quarterback who lost me money on FanDuel. Anyway.